Indonesia has identified 8 companies which might have been involved in starting forest fires in Sumatra. Today, Singapore's Environment Minister Dr. Vivian Balakrishnan went to Jakarta as a special envoy for Prime Minister Loong. He handed his Indonesian counterpart Balthasar Kambuaya a letter from Mr. Lee addressed to President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. Dr. Balakrishnan said Singapore wanted to convey in a personal and direct way how serious and urgent the current haze situation is and that it is affecting millions of people in the region. Afterwards, he said Indonesia had registered Singapore's concerns, apologized and said more will be done to put the fires out.
So I would characterize the meeting as frank, constructive, and I would say shows some early signs of potential progress. But clearly now we have to see over the next few days whether this translates into effective action on the ground. We want to see concrete attempts to put the fires out. We want to see publication of the suspect companies behind these fires. And then I'm sure we can make progress on all the other medium to long-term issues.
Ismail joins me now from Jakarta. Now, the Environment Minister has met with his Indonesian counterpart today. What did the Minister say about the meeting, Saiful?
Well, Dr. Balakrishnan, as you've heard him saying earlier that he found the meeting frank and constructive, the meeting that he had with his counterpart, Dr. Kambuaya, Dr. Balakrishnan conveyed the seriousness of the haze situation and expressed Singaporeans' anger and said that they want to see action on the ground and they want a solution. However, there were some positive takeaways from the meeting, as Dr. Balakrishnan pointed out. From what he's heard from Dr. Kambuaya is that Indonesia is prepared to do more to put out the fires. Now, this includes doing water bombing, and in addition, local investigations have also revealed 8 companies who may be involved in starting the forest fires. Glenn.
There was earlier talk that the Hsien ministerial meeting regarding the haze will be brought forward from August. Is there any update on that?
Well, Jen, this is also another positive step. On Thursday, you might recall the National Environment Agency CEO Andrew Tan had a meeting with Indonesian officials from various ministries, and he conveyed Singapore's proposal to bring forward the sub-regional ministerial meeting on trans-boundary haze. Indonesia today said it has agreed with the proposal. Dr. Balakrishnan said that bringing the meeting forward will be useful in reviewing the current disaster to make sure that each country does its fair share. He added that it's also meant to send an unequivocal signal to the corporate sector that the countries affected by the haze mean business and that people and companies should not be allowed to get away with this, Jen.
So after today's meeting, what does it mean for Singapore-Indonesian bilateral ties?
Well, Dr. Balakrishnan said despite the haze problems, bilateral relations between Singapore and Indonesia remain strong, and the two countries will continue to work very closely together because he said this is a common problem confronting Singapore and Indonesia. Dr. Balakrishnan also said that this is also a good opportunity for Indonesia, being the largest member of ASEAN, to show its leadership. This is also a chance for ASEAN to show its solidarity and show its ability to work together and solve real, serious and urgent problems on the ground, Jen.
Saiful, thanks for that update. Saiful Ismail there reporting live from Jakarta.